took care of, and well, he just wasn't on a good bite. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, really? Call me out?
And it happens, and he's got it coming. I'd also like to thank you for the trail sponsors. So we have Torquedo, New Canoe, Yeti's one of our sponsors as well, as is Select Designs. One of the other sponsors that's local is Headwaters, and I'm going to save that for later. Dan, you got that coming. All right, so we'll go ahead and get this started. First award, one of my fan favorites, it's the pet shop fish. All right, does everybody understand what a pet shop fish is? The smallest one. All right. So that's the smallest one entered. So Derwin, where you at? At 10 and a half. All right, anybody get a good look on the big bass for the day? What was it?
22.5.
22 and a quarter. It was actually 23 and a quarter. Got introduction because the mouth was jacked. Great job. How much was that? How much did that fish weigh, Michael?
11.42.
There you go. Nice job. Nice job. But we're going to talk about the big bass later. So we're going to give a prize out to the almost biggest bass. At 22 inches. Vinny. Me Dow, where you at?
That's Vinny Dow's fish?
Yeah?
I know that guy, man. That's rad.
Is he real?
Where the heck is
Is he real?
Where is he? I don't see him. I didn't even know he was out here.
He took off.
Man, that'd be a hell of a DQ all of a sudden.
It's gotta be here, right?
It may be going to someone else. All right, so who traveled the farthest? Bryce, how far did you guys come from?
Come here.
I met a random for this today, but he didn't travel first.
No, that's mileage, not time. How many? 796. Can anybody beat 796?
My gas bill says yes.
No.
How about miles on the lake? I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so Bryce and the guys for the farthest distance travel, $25 gift card from KBF as well. All right, so what we did is we took, because you had a few things to give away, we took the number of anglers, divided it by 2, decided that'd be a great number of inches of fish. The closest one to that 44 and a quarter was, or 44 and a half, was Chris Laird at 45. So where's Chris?
Thanks, Chris.
Are you chilling back there with a drink? You can bring it. It's authorized, right? Yeah.
Here. Finish your sandwich.
I'll even give you a toast. No, that's the yeah. Congratulations. We're going to give Manny your email address. We'll get you a $25 gift card to House KBF.
Big tire.
Come this way. You're okay with it. Here, get out.
That was my best day. I mean, it'd be nice. Oh, yeah. So Dave, up there once. See I could just like he's looking like you.
Ernie, where are you at?
Right here.
How big was your fish?
20 and a quarter. 20 and a quarter, or 3/4.
How about 3/4? Can we get a 3/4?
3/4.
3/4. So Vinny didn't check in.
Oh.
Sucks to be him.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
That's the almost biggest fish. Congratulations.
Let's see it, Ernie.
And without further ado,
I win
Winner by default.
I always win big fish. No one signs up or something crazy.
all right. In 8th place. Any guesses? Anybody? It is not Derwin Chang. That I can tell you. All right, with 73 1/4, walking away with $154 and about 568 worth of English year points, Greg Blanchard. Now, listen, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. I don't even know how he fished today. For anybody that was with us last night, it is a mystery, but that's the man right there. Good job. Yeah, and all this is going to get PayPal over to your account within 48 hours. All right, for the winner. All right, in 7th place, with 75 inches, walking away with $229. Apparently a $25 gift card earlier, Bryce. So, just real quick on Bryce, he's actually doing a lot of work for to get things kind of built up in Arizona with what like we've done here in California, and held a tournament on Havasu. How'd that work out? It worked. Right? Bryce didn't do well, and so he decided I'm going to go pre-fish Otay. That happened a month ago? So he went and lit everybody's ass up there. You know, a little vengeance is hell. And decided he wanted to come out here and see how he did. So did well. Congratulations, and forward to seeing more of you, man. Good job. Thanks. All right. In 6th place with 75 inches, just happened to get there sooner. $321. 321? 321 and angle of the year points at 584. Bryce, you were at 576, by the way. The guy who is always on the radio or always doing something, Wes. Where you at?
Yeah, my man.
You gotta see this guy's walking through the warehouse. Seriously, get untuck this.
It comes like down. It's like a dress.
Anybody want to see the dress look? All in favor of the dress look?
Way better.
Oh. All right, in 5th place, 75 3/4, taking away $439 and 592 angle of the year points. Alden. How about the manual submission? All right.
I know. Last
Hey,
minute.
great example for a couple guys though. Man, you know when you can't get those things uploaded and get back in time to get those manual submissions in, because that's how he got here.
At the buzzer.
At the buzzer. So good job, congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you.
Right on, all
You got anything for the group?
Yeah, man.
How'd you do it?
The group? I'll tell you what, I caught an A-rig fish, second cast I think, in like 2 inches of water. I swear it was a rock and then it was swimming away. So that was one, and then Ned rigged the rest of the day, spinning rod for the win.
Nice, dude.
Very wise.
Awesome, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Jack, Lee Williams.
All right.
Don't play with the wheels.
All right, 4th. 77 1/4, $577 taken away, and 600 angle year points. Is it Jadez?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the correct pronunciation.
Nice.
All right. I want to check that up. So, how'd you do?
Drop shot. I didn't catch him until friggin' the last 2 hours.
Drop shot.
Yeah.
How deep?
Probably 15 to 25.
15 to 25. All right. Where are you coming from?
Stockton.
Stockton, right on. All right, congratulations. Good job.
Give you a reason to come.
All right, so in third place with a score of 80 inches, walking away with $737, Mike Lavoie. Speak to the crowd.
Spoons and
No BS though. I mean seriously.
hula grub. That's it.
Really?
Spoons and hula grub.
How many days did you get practice on the lake beforehand?
I practiced 2 days, 2 weeks before the event.
Nice.
Hey, what color hula grub?
A brown one.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, so real quick, we had somebody that's been on the. He was on the board, you know, first, or what, third, I think. Eighth, jumped all around all day. And I actually thought he was going to get the money, but you know, we've got these guys that always slough fish, so it didn't happen. But I want to give a shout out to a 15-year-old who's out here jamming today, Quinn. Come on up, man. You know, he's on the board all day, doing a great job. But this is kind of how we keep this sport going, is getting the kids involved. So, once again, great job to you. We're getting his email address real quick, but give him a round of applause. Hey, he's out here with his dad. Did he skunk you, or did you?
Oh, he skunks me always.
Did you at least get video? No. Hey,
Couple fish, that was
it.
it.
Start having him do video for you, right? I think that's a great idea, because that's what this one does to me over here. All right, in second place with 80 3/4, taking away $1,337, Michael Graham. He's mad at Mueller because he got a penalty on a fish, but that's all right. Think you gonna make it? Yeah. Okay. Well, how'd you do it?
Spinning rod, 6-pound test, and a peanut butter jelly jig.
Yeah.
5 fish.
Just 5.
Just 5.
Right on. Awesome job, man. Congratulations.
That worked.
That worked. Yeah. Did it smear? All right. All right. At 87.5. We joked about this crap last night. May or may not have posted pictures, and would they pull it off again?
Here we
Abel, get your ass up here, man. There's no champagne this time. Good. I apologize. Now you got pictures of? I'll get in there. We'll get a group smile. Good deal. Get your way. All right. Hey, you don't get to keep secrets up here, or you may.
It's the shaky head, and about 40 feet. 40 feet? Actually, it took about an hour to get there.
Wait, so it took like an hour?
An hour to get the limit, the initial limit,
Yeah.
and then I think the last fish was like out now.
What was
So-
big fish?
Sealed the deal.
What was big fish?
19.
19.
So what
So
time
they
did
were
you
all
decide to
good
submit all these fish?
Around 159. Yeah, but
Sandbag.
yeah. No, I caught all the fish in one spool in about an hour. So.
Right on. A big round of applause.
Why are you so red?
You get to keep it.
Keep that clean.
Cash these.
Okay, real quick, we're gonna have the following people come up. Diaz, Alden,
I need this cash.
Wes, Bryce, Greg, and Zach Velarde from Arizona. Wonder why they're all here? So these are our current KBF members. Missile 2.
We're talking about the routing number.
Greg. He's hydrating.
You a KBF member? Yeah, but
Hey, what's your number?
I'm a KBF.
It's like Happy Gilmore, you know, where it has all those fake checks in the back of his car.
That's what I'm thinking. You talked about your. All right. So, all of these individuals have qualified for the national championship today because they're KBF members. All right. Who's actually going to fish this year? Coming up. Already going? Yep. Going. Bam. And this guy's back here. All right. And that ought to tell you something. And Matthew, you were there last year. What'd you end up placing? 25th. This year, for those of you that don't know, it's a $100,000 payout to first place. Yeah, not bad for for plastic boats. All right. And this year it's large, 770 anglers. Kentucky Lake and Lake Barkley are big enough to host it. That stuff's going to continue. We're going to continue to try to move that west. And it's events like this with these kind of numbers that are going to drive that national championship someplace in dead center. Don't talk about Texas. Don't talk about anyway. So once again, congratulations to these guys for qualifying for the national championship. And as an F-third, they got England year points as well.
And if you had signed up for bonus box, you have to be a KBF member. So if they had signed up for bonus box, then they would have gotten bonus box.
Bonus box, top 3 places was, what was it, 300, 150, I believe?
Is
that only issued to the top KBF members? Or you can sign up.
It's the
You
top.
No, you can sign up whenever you want. Oh, for this event? Yeah. Yesterday?
Did they decide the location of the 19?
No.
Championship? No. Okay.
Not yet. All right, congratulations.
There you go, Wes. You gotta ham it up. Can be all stone.
Okay, and the last item of interest. Last item of interest is this new canoe flint. So what we did this morning early was use a randomizer. Took 8 inches, took 22 inches, and just ran the thing and said, we'll get whatever number pops up. First person to catch that fish, and it remains on that size fish remains on the board, is the winner. That makes sense?
Yep.
So, do you think one person caught that fish? That size fish?
3 people.
Let's go with 4.
4.
So I need the following 4 people to come up here. Noah, Savannah, Alexander, and Derwin.
They're arm wrestling for it.
All right. One step you guys stand. Let me stand over here.
Over the top.
How's it feel at 25% chance of winning a new canoe flint?
Okay. So it was one time the person uploaded that fish and it stuck on the board, right?
Well, we gotta know how big the fish is first, don't we?
Yeah. It's all good. What? I got
You guys wasn't paying attention?
So, yeah, who's paying attention? All right. So, Alexander, remember what time you uploaded an 11.5-inch fish? 12:02. Savannah, what time did you upload your 11.5-inch fish?
Wait.
12:25. There's a point to this, and it's about all the sandbagging that goes on. All right? No, what time did you upload that fish?
I sandbagged mine till about 12:45 maybe, I don't know.
Actually, 12:25. Derwin, what time did you sandbag that fish until?
I don't know.
11:56. You are the winner. Yeah, that close. Nuke and Flint. Now, real quick.
I know. No, 15.
So, real quick, I want to talk about how this Nuke and Flint's even possible. I've been working with Christy and Blake at Nuke for a couple weeks to try to get this happening. Christy reached out to Dan at Headwaters. When? What was that?
I think it was like, I don't know.
2 days ago?
Yeah.
Thursday, and said, hey, we didn't hit that 100 threshold where Nuke throws one in completely, but can we all go in together? Dan's comment? Absolutely, or something along those lines. And so I didn't think Dan much earlier intentionally, because a lot of these things would not be possible without the support of Headwaters. Dan has been doing this for years. He's done a great job. He supported me with my butt all the way down in San Diego, back when I just got started. In fact, I got my first, Jackson from Dan. And he supported Yak-a-Bass, does a great job with the city of Lodi and with our community. And so I want to turn the floor over to Dan, but give him a big round of applause for everything that he and Headwaters do.
I did not expect to speak today, but yeah, thank you guys all for coming out. I see so many faces. I've interacted and seen almost everyone here at least once, so many faces, but to see how this thing's grown from when we started 8 years ago, and I think we had 2 kayaks on our shop with rod holders, and they were basically just wrecked kayaks with a couple of poles, places to put poles. So to see where it's come and to have all your guys' support over the years, I've always said since day one, if there's an active community, people paddling and that love the sport, whether it be kayak bass fishing or sea kayaking or canoeing, if there's passionate people out there that love the sport, there's always going to be a place for Headwaters, because we love the sport just as much as you guys. So, thank you guys so much for coming out and continuing to support us so we can live our dream. And yeah. Real quick, what was the total length of the lane? The 80 something?
87 and a half.
87 and a half. 87 and a half. So I don't know if you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, but I did a giveaway yesterday. So whoever in the YouTube comments is 87 and a half, you just won a free PFD of your choice. I'm going to ship it anywhere in the nation. If you guys aren't subscribed, go subscribe to Headwaters on YouTube. We're trying to keep things fresh, always posting up new videos and stuff. So yeah, congrats you guys. No, anybody, I don't go anywhere. I'll ship it anywhere.
87 and a half is not here. I was 87 and 3/4.
You're kidding me. Oh man. So yeah, I got to go through all the 300 comments tonight and announce a winner. So.
All right, if you guys didn't make any comments, make some more just because. Just for entertainment value. All right, thanks a lot,
Just
man.
because.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, one quick last paid service announcement for everybody before we take off. A, be safe going home. All right, keep in mind we've got more events coming up for KBF. Yak-a-Bass has a full schedule up as well. Central Valley running stuff also, I believe. And Motherload, and the guys down at SoCal. For KBF, we've got a trail event coming up in July on the 7th at Otay. Anybody wants to make a nice drive, they've got some nice, thank you Wes.
I'm going.
Good deal. They have got some nice quality size fish in Otay, if you've got the patience and some Cincos. Lots and lots of Cincos. And what's our other one, Jake? The Open? Yep, okay, we've got the Open at Clear Lake, August 24th and 25th. Is that?
Delta.
And then following that, and that's a $5,000 payout, guaranteed at Clear Lake.
10K if we get 100.
Yeah.
Gotta let them know. Gotta get 100.
And that's the deal. We hit 89 for here, so I don't see how we don't hit 100 for
10K if we hit 100.
And then following that, September the 22nd, we have the other event out of the Delta.
There's one in Oregon too.
What?
You missed the trail event in Oregon. I think it's in June.
Trail event is? Really?
Yeah, it's on a river, on like a Johns River or something. Some river.
Is it actually approved?
Yeah, it's on the list.
Looks like you're going to Oregon.
Looks like Oregon's coming in. Okay, sounds great.
Go on that one too.
All right, well, round of applause for Oregon. They got some guys going. I didn't even know. All right, so anybody have any questions other than that? We're done. It's a wrap. Once again, thanks everybody for coming out. I appreciate it.